far as like Brazil, I've been practicing on the Portuguese because it's like, man, I don't want to just sit on the beach. Like, I really want to meet people. And like I told you, when we was behind the stage and shit like that, like I've been listening to a lot of Brazilian rap. And even though I can't understand what they saying, I feel that shit. And I'm like, I wanna kind of get around that. Like who, you know what I'm saying? I want to get in that circle, or maybe to a spot to where they doing rap shit at. Like how I get into that? And the only way that's gonna help me get into that, besides my energy, is my language.
Sure.
You know what I mean?
The language gives you access, man.
Exactly.
Shout out to T Mose again. Shout out to McCann Motu. You know what I mean? So yeah. Again, just to reiterate the question, and I'm gonna end it off. How has traveling outside the country as an adult, coming back from that experience, how has that changed your life or your perspective on life? One last time.
That I got access to the whole world. I got access to the whole world, and I can do whatever I want to do. I can go wherever I want to go, and I've made a final decision. Like, you know what? I'll never get a car note.
Woo!
Instead of the money for a car note, that's gonna be my money to travel.
Woo! There we go.
Maybe sometime in the future.
Right.
You know what I mean? When
we're about to call later.
Right.
I need to get the fuck up out of here real quick.
Exactly. As long as I got transportation, like I'm willing to live to discipline myself so I can be able to keep leaving. Like,
woo! Yo, welcome to my world, Vonnie. Welcome to my world, Vonnie.
Let's do some numbers real quick, RPC. Think about it. Your average car note with insurance is about $500 a month.
Yes, sir.
$6,000 a year. That can be either 6 airplane tickets internationally, because average is about $1,000 depending on where you're going. Sometimes cheaper if you plan it out.
Let's say like 600. Let's not scare the viewers. Let's say like 600. You know what I'm saying, depending on where you're going, but it's about $600-700 where you trying to travel.
Well, damn. Okay. Well, $1,000 altogether. That's a plane trip and an Airbnb.
Yes,
right?
Sir. That's what I'm talking about. $700 for the plane, $300 for the Airbnb. Family, let's go.
Exactly. And then them 6 experiences that you can have, or 6 opportunities you can have to go out the country. You know what I'm saying? Because I think about it. Okay, if I pay a car note for a nice car, and I'm a truck driver, like who am I showing this car to? Where am I
going? For what?
Where am I going? That experience, man. I'd rather, instead of spending my money on fucking cars and all that other shit, I'd rather spend my money on planes.
On plane ticket, getting your passport tatted.
Right, exactly.
Passport tatted the fuck up.
Exactly.
Because I'm thinking experience, it changes you, it levels you up, man.
I'm thinking internationally, like, now I just started traveling, you know, and I'm not gonna sit up here and say, okay, I'm ready to move here, I'm ready to move there. Even though there are a lot of brothers in the DR building shit, and shit is so much, from what I hear and understand, shit is way cheaper, and you don't have to go through a lot of red tape that you got to go through in the United States to do shit. But as I travel, one of these places that I fall in love with, it, I feel like, man, I can see myself plant my foot here. I'm thinking about property out the country, man. I don't fuck about it.
Where I'm at, fam. That's like I said, that's what I'm paying for, you know, for rental property, you know what I mean, in South America, you know what I mean?
I already know.
Now that you've done DR, check out, that's like the Caribbean island. That's like, when you go to DR, I'm going to tell you right now, that's like, from my experience, that's a good synopsis of what the Caribbean islands look like.
Mm-hmm.
Different, you know, everything ain't the same, but it's a different degree. But those are the Caribbean islands. The next place that I'll tell you to go to is South America, and you plan on going to Brazil. You know what I mean, sometime
in February.
But you know, you plan on going to Brazil, so going to South America, like a Brazil, like a Colombia, then you really gonna start thinking like, yo, okay, I need property outside the country.
Right.
Where's the best
Exactly.
spot for me? Where's the best economy? Where's the best, you know what I mean? Like all that stuff, man. A lot of dudes ain't on that tip. They worried about they thinking about being 40 years old, 50 years old, 45 years old, buying a house for the first time, 30-year mortgage. Like, yo, my nigga, you really want to stay here? When
No.
you know outside the country's popping? You know what I'm saying? So
That another thing that trip has done for me, it has for sure. Now it got me thinking like, okay, I need to rearrange what I'm doing to make a living. You know what I mean? Like I was already gonna get my own truck anyway, but now that I went out the country, now I have to get my own shit so I can be in control of my time, so I can leave whenever the fuck I feel like leaving. You know what I mean? And then two languages that I've been learning so far is Spanish, Portuguese, and I'm gonna stick with those two languages until I learn them fluently.
there you go.
Force me to continue to have to either go on to Brazil, or I'm gonna have to keep going, not or, but I'm gonna keep going to Spanish speaking countries. See, it ain't all about a chick. You know what I
Hey,
mean? It's your game as a man. Like, come on, man.
it ain't all about a chick, family. I'm telling you. When once you know the language and you just out and about, the chicks are gonna come regardless, just like in America. Once you
Right.
don't focus on the bitches will come out of nowhere like, oh, 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 oh. You know what I'm
Exactly.
saying? You're gonna have to start double booking these bitches, you know what I'm saying?
Exactly. And I got that, and I learned that from you. You was the first dude, a black dude that I just seen in another country speaking Spanish. Like
My
that
nigga.
was a real
I
inspiration.
learned Spanish 3 years ago. I don't want niggas think I've been speaking Spanish all my life. I realized like, yo, damn, coming to some of these countries, like if you don't know the language, you might feel like your only option is to pay to play. You know what I mean? Should I say that? All right, let me say this real quick, man. My first time in one of these countries, you know what I mean? This is when I didn't know the language, and I almost felt like I had to pay to play, right? But I say this though, I learned from all my experiences, and in my experiences in the pay to play, it was from my experience in the pay to play that I learned that I don't have to pay to play. You understand? But
Yep.
I could not have learned that unless I went through it. You know what I mean? Because prior to going through it, I was the one saying, "Oh, nah, hell no, I would never do that. Fuck out of here. What the fuck I got to do that for?" Went
Right.
through it, did it. You know what I'm saying? I again, I said it in another video. I said this whole story, but it was in that experience that I learned how important nutting is. Busting a nut. I paid to play and didn't bust a nut. The bitch was looking at me like, "Yo, what? Huh?" You know what I'm saying? Like, "Yo, you. My second experience was again. I made the chick bust about 3, 4 nuts, and she gave me half my bread back. Mind you, the bread was already in her pocket in her purse, my nigga. I didn't know Spanish. She went in her after everything was said and done. She went in her purse, grabbed her bread, and was giving me bread. I didn't know what she was doing. I'm like, yo, what you mean? Why you giving me money back? But anyway, I say that to say, once you learn the language, then you can adapt. However you are in America, now you can adapt it to wherever country you go to. That's a Spanish-speaking country. Because it's all about mouthpiece. It's all about the energy you put out there. It's all about the words. It's all about how you know what I mean? Like words are spells. You know what I mean? It's all about how you hypnotize her with your words. You know what I mean?
Right.
Once you learn the language, man, the world is your oyster, family. So we ain't gonna keep it too much longer. I ain't see too much questions up in the joint. What Timo said? He said, "Chicas will always be there. Learn the culture and language." I'm telling you.
He
I'm
T 56. You that's so golden, man. Like I think
facts. Why not the lie?
that's that's golden, man. Because you're right. All the chicks will always be there, man. Matter of fact, I probably don't even need to be staying in those places like for weeks to months at a time because it'll
Nah,
probably much.
nah, nah. You don't even need much, man. I'm telling you. If you once you travel more, you get to the point where like I said, you be double booking. Like now when especially DR, when I travel to DR, I travel now to DR for like as an escape from New York. I really don't go out there for the bitches
Right.
because I know they're out there. They're there. So let me go out. If I decide I want to deal with a chick, it's like appetizer. I mean, like a dessert. Like if I decide to have dessert, hey yo, Lottery Goo, what up, what up, what up, man? He said, love the channel, fam. Yo, appreciate you for the 3.99 super chat. Yeah, I just go out there to chill now, man. But
Right.
dudes don't even believe me when I say it because they wouldn't be able to do that. Nah, fam, I've been out there enough. I know what's out there. It's cool. But if I want to tap into that well, I'll do that. But I like the island now because my intention in going out there to begin with was to learn the culture,
Right. Exactly.
see the landscape. You know what I'm saying? Like you got beaches and fucking remote towns. Like, go
That's
ahead.
it's another travel group that I'm in on Facebook, right? And before I went out to the DR, I remember asking a question to these because I it's just something that I be in and out of here and there. I don't really know these guys like that, but I asked the question like, man, is it possible for a man that does not trick to find a woman that's not a pro in the DR? And basically, the responses I got generally across the board was like, well, what's the point of going out there if you're not going to pay for it? But I'm here to say you get back the type of energy you put out because no, every chick is not a pro. Every chick is not a mango. It's good. It's decent women in the DR. It's just all about the time and the effort. Yeah, you to get a
Yes,
good
sir.
you might, you know what I mean? You might have to plant some seeds. Like my old school partner, he go out there a lot. So he can holler at regular chicks and build up that rapport, which he got. I'm bro, when we was out there, he got his main chick, right? He was like, man, she stayed right up and down the street. I was supposed to have this other chick come through this morning, but she popped up. I'm like, dude, how you in a whole nother country and you got bitch problems?
Exactly. But
Regular,
it be like that. You
right?
travel enough times, it be like that. You, like I said, you got a double and triple book, man. They
Yeah,
want your time and attention, man. Yo,
exactly.
real quick, shout out to Ricardo with the $5 Canadian super chat. He said, thanks for the travel content. It's great. Shout out to the panel. Most
But
definitely, man. That's what we're here for. I hope you take this information, you absorb it, and you apply it to your life, man. You
and
gotta listen to what we're saying.
I just
Most people tell you
I
gotta play when you go out to countries. Yeah, that's there, but you don't have to do it.
no,
You have options.
you
If you
don't.
know how to speak to a female, it's the same out the country. It's no
Right,
different. So if you come out there feeling like you have to pay, you have to, look flossy with the big chain or with the you know what I mean? Nah, bro.
and that's
Do that.
another content creator. It's a couple content creators that live out there that frequent out there. And one of the things one of them cats said was like, man, you niggas come out here with all this jewelry on and designer shoes, you niggas look stupid because these bras they don't you're not having to go to them, they coming to you, like, so you look dumb with all this shit. And I'm like, yeah,
A nigga Vonnie, white tee and a fucking shorts and chancletas.
yeah,
White tee, shorts and chancletas.
right.
So you need, nigga. Everything else is extra. I mean, these dudes really be thinking they gotta wear that, you know what I mean? Them name no. Anytime you see me on my vlog with the name brand stuff, whatever, or anything flashy, that's just how I am. I don't wear it to get bitches.
Right,
That's just my personality.
right,
All you need is a white tee, some shorts, and some sandals.
right.
We're good to go. The rest is on you and your personality, your energy, and your mouthpiece, family.
Exactly.
Y'all dudes don't want to listen though. Y'all think it still comes back to money, looks, and status. You heard? Like I went out there. You see I got my new different hairstyle, whatever the case may be. I'm not doing this for bitches. I'm doing this because this is what I want to do. But the last time I went out to DR, the chicks that I've been dealing with, both of them told me, "How you look better now than you have before? How you look younger now than you have?" And that's because I do me.
Right.
I don't do things for external validation. foreign or domestic. Do you? And watch how many people, how many moths flock to your light, man. That's what I'll leave you with. Any last words, man?
Last thing, and I'm done. Like what you going back to what you said about the looks and status and shit. Yeah, that shit plays its part, but I have to use my OG partner for an example. Once again, 60-year-old man. He ain't in the best shape. He just got sauce. He got sauce. So once again, like RPC say, it's all about your mouthpiece and your energy, man. Y'all need to put that in y'all head and keep that there. And once again, my OG partner, he can easily get women in the United States. He like traveling. That's what he like to do. So don't be thinking that every dude that travel, they got to travel because they can't fuck with no women in America. Don't think that. You know what I'm saying? And that definitely ain't the case with me.
Yo, Vonnie, that's what they be saying though. They be saying these dudes that be dealing with foreign bitches, they do that because they can't deal with chicks in America.
That might be the case with some, but not all. Not all.
I be saying that they be silly rabbits, man. These dudes who be saying that are dudes who don't even have a passport, Vonnie.
Exactly. And I wouldn't even like if a dude was the one to debate and argue with me about some shit like that and he ain't got no passport, I'm not talking to him. Ain't nothing to talk about. Ain't nothing to I can't do USA chicks. Hey, I'm damn near feeling like that.
And that's after, hey, Vonnie, that's after one trip.
After
one trip, Vonnie. I'm in the double digits, family. We're knocking on 20s, if not 30s. You know what I'm saying?
right.
As far as like I'm saying, as far as how many trips I've taken out the country, Vonnie, I honestly can't tell you the last time I dealt with an American chick, my nigga. I feel like me dealing with an American chick, she's definitely getting more out the situation than me.
Yeah.
Why am I doing that?
Because in my experience, I say this. I've never had a chick wake up, cook for me after only knowing her for one night.
Do you understand, Vonnie? That's what I tell dudes. Less for more. You give less for more. I met a chick. I'm gonna give my last story and I'm quick story and I'm out. I met a chick at a club one night, my nigga. Not pay to play. I'm the one that said, yo, blah blah blah, da da da. Yo, let me get your number. Yo, you should come through sometime. She's like, yo, we can go to your apartment right now. It was 2 a.m. I'm like, oh, this bitch is gonna charge me. Play, my nigga. The way she eager, she gotta be paid to play, my nigga. So I said, fuck it. You know what I'm saying? I'm having a good time. I'm out the country. Fuck it. Take it to the crib, my nigga. Smash it out. Good time, my nigga. Anytime I say I left the bitch like a crime scene, like looking like she needs to be chalked out, I'm talking about this bitch right here. Bitch slept over the night. I didn't even plan for her to sleep over. She woke up the next day. I'm thinking, oh, she about to charge me. She about to say I owe her. I'm supposed to give her X amount of money because she was just too eager to come through and just get smashed out. My nigga, instead, she woke up. First thing she said when she looked out the balcony, she was like, yo, oh, take a picture of me. Oh, so now it's a photo shoot, naked.
Right.
She had no clothes on, naked. I'm like, oh, okay. So I'm like, yo, I'm hungry. So I go down to the fridge. My nigga, the day before, went to the grocery store, bought some eggs, some onions and all that, some bread, some butter. As I'm opening the fridge, the chick look in the fridge like, yo, what you got in there? I'm looking like, oh, here go this bitch, man. She trying to take this from me, that from me. This is like I'm early in the game when it comes to the traveling.
Right.
This bitch is like, yo, and then she pointed to the stove. She's like, yo, you know how to work that? I'm looking like, is she trying to have me to cook? Nah. She's asking me to show her how to use it. So the chick I met last night at the club, not only did I smash her out and have a good time, she had an even better time than me. The next morning, she decided she wanted to cook breakfast not only for myself. As she was cooking, she was like, yo, is your friend hungry? Does he want some eggs too? I was like, yo, yeah, you hungry, my nigga? You want some breakfast? Like, yeah, I want something. Like, all right, no doubt. and she ended up cooking for me and my man's naked. I mean, she was wrapped up in a towel, but she was naked under that towel though.
Mm.
So when niggas so when niggas hear this story, they be like, "Oh, RPC must have paid that bitch." No, nigga, we paid nothing. She enjoyed the experience. She enjoyed her time with me. That changed my life.
Mm.
You heard? She
Yeah.
wanted the photo shoot. She wanted to cook for me and my man. I'm still cool with her to this day. I ain't gonna say who she is, but she's in my intro, niggas. I got her on my intro. You see her. Y'all seen her.
Right.
I put her on my intro to remind me, like, yo, this is shit that changed my life. Like, yo, you don't gotta pay to play, my niggas. If you go out there with the right energy, with the right mouthpiece, these bitches is fucking with you, my nigga.
And it's gonna be easier. It's gonna be easier for that type of guy with that type of energy to stand out because everybody else is on that same type of energy.
Hey, yo, shout out to Trav Terrell. Obviously, looks like he finna win a battle against Buju Banton. Yeah, my nigga.
Salute
Yeah,
the trap. Salute the trap.
you know what I mean? We're on that Caribbean vibe right now. You heard? That's why I put the hat on. You know what I'm saying? It says Haiti. Got the little, you know what I mean? Hold on, got the little. See, y'all niggas don't know about this right here. I got the little peacock feather in my hat, my nigga. My nigga, you think when I wear that outside the country and I'm doing me, you don't think bitches is intrigued? Like, who the fuck is this nigga? This nigga got the Haiti hat, but this nigga's not in Haiti. This nigga
Right.
cocking a regular with his clothes and he got a peacock feather. Like, yo, my nigga, who the fuck are you? Okay? That's the energy you gotta go with. So we could do this all day, my nigga Vonnie. I appreciate you for giving me the time out. You know what I mean? To highlight you for you to tell me about your first experience out the country as an adult, getting that passport stamp. You know what I mean? Shout out to everybody in the chat. Motu, Motu, Motu. T Moss, you know what I mean? T Mose, I should say. T Spawn, ass and eggs, my nigga. They love my man. Yeah, my nigga. You, you bro,
Hey,
I tell you that same story. I was hitting chick, man. I was turning her into a crime scene. I remember I reached for the fucking lube, my nigga. That bitch looked at me like, yo, what you need that for? I was like, yo, for the. She's like, she's like, no, Poppy. I already came 3 times. You don't need that. I just looked at the fucking out my balcony, just looking, cause my bed was next to the balcony where I could look at the ocean. I just looked at the ocean like, yo, I feel like I was at heaven, my nigga. And gave her 2 more nuts. You know what I'm saying? Left
that's
her dead. But yo, my nigga Vonnie, appreciate you. Shout out to everybody in the chat. Hey,
all,
yo, travel, travel, travel. That's basically the message or yeah, the message that we dropping, the gem we dropping in this episode. Travel, travel, travel. Don't thirst for these chicks. Learn the language. Go out there to with the intent in learning the culture, the music, the people, the food, and the bitch will come, my nigga. So, any last words, Ronnie, before I cut this off?
I just can't wait to do the interview about Brazil, man.
Oh, you going in February?
Yeah.
We might have to do a video together in Brazil in February.
I hope on some real shit, fam. I really hope that you can come out there, man.
Yep. Yeah, you put it in my head. It's already formulating in my mind. I'm
We'll
like I said, I have other ventures. Like I ain't gonna speak to in detail, but I already told you I have other ventures going on.
right,
Where I don't know what my schedule looking like. But bro, let me tell you right now, Vonnie, if my schedule open, I'm there. That's no question.
right,
I'm there because I've never been to Brazil, so I'm open to it. I seen Yes Jonas in Brazil the other day, recently. So he
right.
already put in my head like it's possible. So yeah, man.
Yeah.
Next
That,
step, man. So we go. So hopefully we see each other in Brazil. You definitely gonna be in Brazil. Hopefully I can meet you in Brazil, and we can link up and show the people what it's really like, man.
or if we don't get to see each other in Brazil, whenever Colombia get their shit straight, I'm definitely gonna check them out. So I'll see you out there too.
Ooh, that's my second home.
I
That's why
already,
you gonna be coming to my home right there, bruh.
I
So you
already know.
can definitely have a great time out there, and plus, like I said, I already got peoples out there, so they gonna show us a good time, man. Put it like this: we got access out there. So you
sure.
let me know when you ready to go, family. And no doubt. Again, shout out to everybody in the chat. Shout out to everybody listening in the playback. Vonnie EC, appreciate your time again. RPC.
Salute.
Hey.